Hello, can I speak to the head of the Scottish FA, please? It's Aussie Villain. Oh, hi, mate. I'm surprised you're working the phones. Fair enough, fair enough. Listen, mate, the reason I'm calling is that I really think the new Scottish campaign, it should just start straight away. Why? Mate, we are in stunning form, and I'm worried a summer break will ruin that. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South on The Impossible Dream. It's Season 4, it's Episode 13, the final episode of Season 4. And today we have our final game of the Premiership season against Hibs. Then we're going to have our end of season awards. We'll find out who you have voted as your Viewers Player of the Year. And of course our goal of the season competition as well. So a lot to look forward to. Now the news since last episode is that Sean Bernard has signed an extension. Now he did have a 1.2 million release fee, which I completely forgot about when he signed. That's something that he insisted upon. So we've offered him a 3-year extension, a little bit more money, 2.8 grand a week, but crucially, there is no release fee. And if we look at how he is developing this season, I mean, a 1.4 million release fee, you can see it would 100% have been triggered by somebody this summer. I have absolutely no doubts about that. So he's worth the extra money, and, well, I'm really, really excited that he's going to be here for the foreseeable future because he has been nothing short of a stunning signing for us this season. He might even, who knows, win the Golden Pen later this episode. But there is one game to catch you up on the season so we wind it down. Now, if you missed on the Discord group, there's a link to that in the description. Hearts annoyingly went and beat Rangers, which meant we couldn't beat them to third. But we played them in the league. Let's see if we could at least score a moral victory over them, if not a financial one, in the league table. We had a first-minute lead when McCallum crossed for Shakir Omar. And it was 2-0 after McPherson's cross was finished by Lutzi. So we hit them for 2 early on and never really looked back. You can see again from the XG tracker, they were very much second best in this. And it is just a massive shame that the season has to end because we are beating all comers right now. Look at that form recently. And yeah, if we have a look at what it means for the league table, we're finishing 4th. There's nothing we can do about that. But goal difference of 20. Only 4 teams, with a positive goal difference coming into the final game, which tells a bit of a story, doesn't it? So, yeah, that is how things are looking. Now, if we go and have a look at what we're doing here for the final game of the season, we can see it's a 4-2-3-1 formation from them, and this is the team that we are sending out. Now, it is potentially a farewell performance for a few players. I'm tempted. Oh, you know what we're going to do? I just seen that Davenport's got a high match low. We're going to give Goss a farewell appearance because he's been a good player. How many years has he been with us now? He's been with us for a few years. This is his 3rd season with us. So his contract's up. We're unlikely to renew it. So we'll go with that. And is there anybody else? No, I think we're good with... Who else is leaving? Cochrane. He can... No, we can't. He hasn't played. Anyway, so suspended for this one is McCallum as well. So I didn't want anybody on a booking to play this one because that's just going to carry over for next season if they get a booking. So it's Eastwood in goal. It's Melbourne coming in to play left back with Augusto, Bernard and Clark as the back 4. Lyon comes in the midfield with Goss and Irving, so it's all changed. The reason why it's all changed, the Hearts game midweek, you can see a few of the guys that's played in that one. They've not really come up from, in terms of being able to play 90 minutes, so that's why we've changed the midfield 3. Bermudez will continue as the number 10 with Omar and Mellon getting a game up top. I've got to decide what to do with him, I think. I'm not sure there's enough development there. I don't know what to do with him. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. David Moyes is the Hibs manager these days, which is a bit of a strange one. And, well, a few names there that I recognise from previous games. But let's see what we can do here. We're in a good run. Let's keep it going, shall we? Stick to the game plan. We'll be fine here, boys. And, yeah, it is a little bit of a... It's a nothing game in a sense, isn't it? The result means nothing to either team. And, well, here we go for one last time in Season 4. Yeah, I mean, we have been getting off the cracking starts. Each of the last 3 games, I think we've scored inside 5 minutes. So if we can do that again, that would be nice. Yeah, got to make a decision on Mellon as he's played a decent ball there for Omar, but just couldn't quite find him. So, yeah, if we can keep that going, that'll be a wonderful thing. I'm still not convinced. There's another good ball for Shakir Omar. The goalkeeper makes a save. I'm still not completely convinced. There is a chance we'll keep Goss. I don't want to make promises to play players in certain positions anymore because it's been coming back to haunt me. Nice knockdown there from Omar. But maybe as a backup, Goss as a defensive, the deep lying playmaker there isn't the worst thing. There's another good ball, Shakir Omar, and apparently he's got stage fright here on YouTube because he's been scoring those. I'd almost go as far as to say for fun the last few games. But yeah, I mean, would it be the worst thing to keep Goss as a deep lying backup? Probably not, to be honest, would it? Because I'm trying to think who we've got coming in. We don't necessarily need to make a decision on him right now, but Harry Cochrane, we've already sold him. So maybe there's a little bit of logic in that. And Eastwood makes a big save as Melbourne, who's not Matt Sharp at all. It's very harsh on him throwing him into this one. But we'll see how we go here. Now, they're a Route 1 side, which ideally, well, not ideally, I could do whatever I want in terms of tactics. Typically, I would play a deeper line against them. But what we've been doing recently is playing a high line. So I just wanted to see if that would work against this Hibs side as well. Just not letting teams settle on the ball. And as we've seen, we've beaten the Old Firm and Hart. So we've beaten the top 3 in the league playing that way. So, yeah. Here we go with a highlight halfway through the first half. Irving, who's just come back from injury. Same with Lyon as well. So they're going to be a little bit not quite sharp. There's a ball to the back post. Oh, it was almost goal of the season from Mitch Clark. We'll have a second go. It's headed away again. And Lyon picks it up. Nicks it off Nisbet. Goss back to Caesar. And here we go. Bermudez. Can he slip another ball in? Mickey Mellon gets it wide for Clark. Nods it down to Shakir Omar. If he's onside, well, the goalkeeper is having a nightmare there. I'm not convinced Shakir Omar is onside, and I suspect the goalkeeper may have been telling the linesman how to do his job on that one. Yeah, he's a mile off. Because, well, the goalkeeper will be very pleased that Omar was offside there. We'll just keep encouraging them. We've got some defending to do here from the corner. Back post, and that is just over. So an even game, it looks like. Oh, another thing to update you on. Aberdeen have indeed been relegated, which is shocking considering the fight they gave us for third last year. We only just got them in the end, I think. Can't remember how much we got them by, but we did get them. There's a cross in from Omar. It's headed away. For them to go down, they did lose. I want to say Ryan Hedges, who was a really good player for them, left on a free transfer. And I did try to sign him, but he wanted too much money. So I'm not surprised that Aberdeen let him go. But yeah, other than that, I didn't notice them lose too many other players. So really surprising that they've struggled so much this year. And eventually, Shakir Omar gets the goal. It's Bermudez with the assist. His shot was blocked, I think, on the way through. We'll have a better look from behind the goal, but I don't think it's an intentional assist, shall we say, by Bermudez. Nice work there from Melbourne and Irving to work the space. Irving in for Bermudez. Yeah, it was a blocked shot that just fell for Omar. So maybe a little bit of luck there for us, but we'll take it. And Mellon up top. He's played his part in that goal as well, hasn't he? I do think there's a decent... if you look at the key attributes you want in a striker, he has them. I think, ideally, like to get him out on loan. I don't know if we'd get him into a Premiership club as a regular. I want him to play regularly. I don't know if we'd get him into the Premiership in the bottom half of the league as a regular player, but I'd certainly like to get him into the Championship and just give him a season of just playing week in, week out and see exactly how he can develop. It's one of those where it's annoying. We have an under-21 squad, but they don't play games. And he's 21 now, so he's not that young. But I think he is still developing, despite the fact he's not actually playing for us. So there might be something to say we could. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Ultimately, he's probably not going to be good enough, and we just need to sell him. But we'll see what happens this summer. If you have any thoughts on what you think we should be doing this summer in the transfer window, I think the one thing I would like to do, I think left back, we need a backup for McCallum. And I think right back, well, we definitely need a backup for Mitchell because we've dropped him for large parts of this season because he's not good enough. For Mitchell, for Clark. Mitch Clark, of course, is his name. So we're on a first name basis now, Mitch and I, apparently. Yeah, so I do wonder, I think fullback is somewhere we could strengthen. I love having Omar and Luizzi up top. the issue I have with it is that neither of them are actually our players. And I think with 15 to go here, we'll potentially... Goss is playing quite well. I think Goss has just won me over. So Lyon's coming back from injury. We'll take him off for Summers. And we'll take Irving, who's coming back from injury, off for Dunn. Another player on the bench here is Paul Frame, one of the youngsters. He's had a couple of games off the bench, and he's done okay. Now, he's not the answer at right back. But, I mean, as a third-choice player, he might be okay. And what we might do is actually give him a game because Clark is on a booking. He's had a better game, Clark, which is good to see. We maybe won't be attacking. We'll just back her off the positive. And see, I mean, next goal could be crucial here, couldn't it? It could be decide whether we get 3 points or a single point. And Augusto's been caught out there, and it is a goal for Hibs. We'll go back to attacking. And, well, it'll be a disappointing way to end the season, won't it, if that's the way that it does indeed end. Goss did his best. Yeah, Augusto's just been caught out. He's not gone with his man there. He's only young, though. He'll learn. I think he's still 18, so it's not the end of the world. And, well, in a game like this, that can happen, can't it? There is a highlight, though. Can we go and win this late on? Mellon with a chance. He's got him behind. Omar's with him. Bermudez is getting forward. He goes back for Dunn. Dunn goes back to Caesar. Ball forward and wide there for Max Melbourne. Can he get a cross in? No, he's lost out. And can we win that back? Oh, I thought Mellon was going to intercept it. Not quite, though. Again, they've hacked it forward aimlessly. And we come again. Melbourne to Bermudez. There's a decent pass, but just couldn't quite get it over the head of the defender. Ball forward. Bernard is there. He wins everything. I love Bernard. Here we go with Melbourne. He's got a little bit of space to run into. Can he whip that cross in? There it is. That's Shakir Omar. I'm not sure. Did he head that back or did the defender win it? Ben Summers comes forward now. He plays it in for Omar. It's a wonderful pass. It's a wonderful finish. And that's a nice way to end the season in stoppage time with the winning goal. We'll go back to balance. And really, really nice play there from the young central midfielder in Ben Summers. And a nice run from Omar as well. Good finish. It's a nice way to end the season. A little bit of class. And, well, I mean, we've finished the season like a house on fire. It's such a shame it's had to come to an end. But it has come to an end with a 2-1 win at home to Hibs. And, well, and in a game that may have seen Goss prolong his Queen of the South career. So Rangers absolutely destroying Celtic on the final day of the season. Hearts have drawn with Dundee. So in the end, they've only beaten us by 2 points to third. And considering we were bottom of the league not that long ago, that's absolutely incredible. So £2 million we've got in the bank. We have a look at the finances coming into the summer window. We will be asking, do we have any debts? We don't have any debts. So I think we will be asking for training facilities. Possibly a stadium upgrade. We'll wait and see what sort of budget we get. Minimum budget, though, is 1.3 million, so we've got a little bit to spend. And the actual season, the table for the end of the season, this is how it finishes up. Celtic win the league by just the 9 points in the end from Rangers. Hearts, ourselves, and Hibs will be the European sides. And it is Aberdeen relegated, Dundee United into the playoff. And everybody else there will be around for next season. But that wraps up the season for us on the field. Wait right there, guys. We'll be back for the end of season awards. And we'll have a party to celebrate it off it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Queen of the South end of season awards. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you and welcome to the Queen of the South end of season awards. It's been another successful season for us. Went a long way in Europe, I think a little bit further than maybe certainly I was expecting. And in the end, salvaged a very, very respectable league campaign as well. Now, the boys have worked hard this season. There's been a lot of extra games, a lot of extra travelling, and they still managed to pull out the big results. So I think we deserve to give them all a big round of applause. They've done well. Well done, boys. Well done. All right, now the first award this evening is the Golden Pen, awarded to this season's signing of the year. And we made a lot of good signings this season. I've got to say, really, really happy with our work in the transfer market. This guy, though, maybe just stood out above the rest. He was nothing short of superb. came on a free transfer worth every penny. And the winner of the Golden Pen this season is Deshaun Bernard. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to this season's player with the worst discipline. And the winner tonight, he has earned this. He's led from the front, new club captain as well, of course, with the departure of Alex Iacoviti. 2 reds, 12 yellows. It's, I believe, a club record as well. Congratulations, Jacob Davenport. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion. And, well, we've seen this guy up here already this evening. And, well, he's about to get a second award, a 97% pass completion. The winner is Deshaun Bernard. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the man who feeds the strikers. And this guy, I've got to say, very unlucky not to win the Golden Pen. One of the great signings of this season, I think. And, well, he takes home the Golden Spoon with 9 assists. Congratulations to Jamie McGrath. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the player we can rely on, the player with the highest average match rating. And, well, it's becoming a bit of a tribute this evening to this man. He had an average match rating of 7.33. So get back up here, Deshaun Bernard. The next award comes from the medical department. It is the Golden Cross, awarded to this season's most injured player. And, well, it's not the most injured player, it's the most ill player that wins it this season. I believe he is still currently in an isolation bubble, but having missed 43% of the season, we wish him well soon. He's one of our own. The Golden Cross goes to Brian Marshall. The next award is the Golden Soother, awarded to the baby of the team, this season's best young player. And, well, I'm running out of things to say about him already, to be honest. So, congratulations once again, Deshaun Bernard. And now it's time for an award that Deshaun will not be winning. It is the Golden Boot for this season's top goal scorer. Though if he played up front, he probably would win it, wouldn't he? Good old Deshaun. But, yeah, I mean, this guy, he won it last year, and it feels like he was a little bit disappointing this season, but he wasn't. He was just as good, if not better. 20 goals he ended up with. So the winner of the Golden Boot is, once again, Shakir Omar. And now it is time for the horse's ass for this season's worst player. And, well, I wouldn't necessarily say this guy was our worst player this season, but he was certainly our most frustrating, I think. And not for what he did on the field, just for getting injured at the wrong times. So it is for that this season's horse's ass goes to Fabian Luzzi. No, Fabian, that being said, we'd love to have you back next season, mate. Yes, please. All right, now it is time for one of the big ones. It is the Viewers Player of the Year Award, as voted by you at home watching on YouTube. I need to thank everybody who took the time to nominate and also to vote for their nominees this evening. And obviously, there can only be one winner. And that winner for this season is the goalkeeper, Jake Eastwood. Now, before we get to announcing this season's Player of the Year, we do need to acknowledge the team of the season. So if you do just direct your eyes up to the screen, you will see the goalkeeper is Eastwood. The back four is McCallum, Lewis, Bernard, and Clark. The midfield trio is Irving, McPherson even, and McGrath. Lots of Macs in there. The number 10 is only here for 6 months, but what a 6 months it was, Omar Bermudez. And the strikers are, of course, the on-loan duo of Shakir Omar even, and Lutzi. So congratulations, guys. Even if I can't say your names, you've all had wonderful seasons. Congratulations. And now it is time for the big one. It is time to award the Golden Star for this season's best player. And, I mean, it's almost a crime, I think, to single this season down to one player, sort of ruling them all. But that's what an awards evening is all about. So that's what we're going to do. And I mean, this guy's won more than enough awards tonight. What's another one? Congratulations. This season's Player of the Year goes to Deshaun Bernard. So that brings to an end Bernard's Bash for this season. It's been a memorable one at Palmerston Park. A memorable one was our first European campaign. Really, I mean, we went a little bit further than the club did last time. And, well, we're going to be back to do it all again next season. Big summer. Hopefully the Queen will open the purse strings and we'll have some money to spend. But until then, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for you in the auditorium. Thank you for you watching at home. And I'll see you all again next season. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Enjoy your night. Thank you. So there we go, end of season awards done for another year. So let's review the season officially and see what we've done. Now, Bernard was signing of the season. No real surprises there. He was absolutely superb. An A- rated by the board as well. McCallum, a B+, was very good. McGrath was very good. We made some good signings this season, didn't we? He's a B-. Lewis, I thought, was very impressive. B+ for him, only cost us 37 grand as well. Hamilton, I think we haven't really seen the best of him yet, but that's fine. Augusto, a B+ as well, free transfer. I think he's going to prove to be a very, very useful signing. Lewitzi on loan, wonderful stuff from him. Smith, kind of, I mean, he played well when he played. We just didn't use wingers that often in the end. And Max Melbourne, he was a little bit of a disappointment, I've got to say. And Mitch Clark, again, sometimes he was good. What's the Antonio? Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And I think that pretty much sums up Mitch Clark. Bradley, he was good, but he is obviously, he's moving on. Bermudez, he will be joining us permanently, and he was very, very good. Irving will be joining us permanently. He was very good. Davenport, club captain in the year that he signed, again, rated A. Dunn, we signed. He got a couple of games at the end, free transfer from Newcastle, and again, looked okay. Farrell, we haven't seen yet, and I guess time will tell on him. But I could tell you what, that's one of the better seasons I think I've had in signing, just consistency in guys being good. The players that left, Fitzpatrick had a couple of games. He was good for Inverness. Louis B over there in France was okay. McDade was a bit of a disappointment, it looks like, for Queen's Park. Ollie, I don't know who you are. Blair Spittle went to Hamilton. Mostly played off the bench, it looks like. Lachlan Brook off the bench for Wimbledon. Iacovitti played 10 games when he went to Dundee. Masonda didn't really play. And Ali Roy, I think he's still without a club last time I checked. Yeah, I did actually have a look at bringing him back, but he didn't want to. And it's Cove Rangers and East Fife. Unbelievable, considering he almost single-handedly got us out of the championship. If we have a look at the season results, we finished 4th in the Premiership. And you know what? Considering we were in Europe as well, that is, I think, a successful season for us. Europa League, we, of course, fell on penalties. We didn't have much luck in Europe on penalties this season, did we? We, of course, got knocked out by Braga despite an epic comeback on penalties. The Scottish Cup, that was the disappointment, losing to Motherwell. And the Betfred, we weren't particularly taking it seriously, and we lost to St Mirren. Biggest win, a 5-1 against Dundee, not that long ago. First game of the split, that one. It was a good performance. Match to remember, a 2-1 win over Sparta Prague, a 92nd minute goal. Now that's the away. It was our first ever game in a group stage, wasn't it? Not the final group stage game. And the goal of the season, we'll come back to it, but as given by game, it was Bishop's wonderful strike against Aberdeen back. Is that January 1st or February? No, February 1st or January 2nd. I can never remember. And we have a look at the finances. We are a 3-star reputation club. We do ideally need to grow that, I think, to get in the better players now. But we had a little bit more money just generally across the board, a lot more competition prize money. That's down to playing in Europe, isn't it? And matchday commercial revenue was up a little bit. Over 1,000 shirts sold. McGrath was the number one with McAllister, McPherson, Bradley and McCallum. Now we know Bradley's leaving. McAllister, to be honest, will probably leave as well. And those other three I'd like to think will be around next season. The team of the season, it was Eastwood in goal, McCallum, Lewis, Bernard and Clark. No real arguments there. Midfield of Irving, McPherson and McGrath. Difficult to argue. Bermudez, despite only being here half a season. And Omar and Litzy up top. Again, that team, for the most part, it picks itself, doesn't it? So well done to all those guys. The accolades: fans player of the year, or the player of the season as given by the game, and the youngest player was Bernard. Absolutely agree with that. Signing of the year was Bernard. Bishop, goal of the season, we'll come back to. Shakir Omar with the golden boot. McGrath with the golden spoon. Shakir Omar, we don't give out man of the match awards, of course, on the night, but he would have won that as well. Highest average rating was Bernard. Did turn into a bit of a Bernard fest, didn't it? And Davenport, most passes completed per 90 minutes. Most goals in a match was a new record for the centre-back, Kieran McKenna. Well done to him with his hat-trick, and that was in the cup, wasn't it, against Alloa, I think. Eastwood set a record for most clean sheets at the club. Davenport set the record for worst discipline. Obviously, that was the golden card as well. 2 reds and 11 yellows. That is a busy season. Youngest player ever was Clockerty. He also got the youngest goal scorer, and the fastest goal was broken this season by Shakir Omar as well. Looks like I've got 2 Manager of the Year awards there as well, which is always nice. Scottish Young Player of the Year and Scottish Football Writer of the Year. Now, is that something he's already won, or is that something that is a bit of a spoiler alert he's going to win? I can't remember if he's already won that or not. But there we go. So let's have a quick look here at everything to review the season, vision and expectations. Next season, they want to, again, be in the Europa Conference League, group stage of the Conference League, and my contract expires. You would imagine that they would extend that contract of mine. The dynamics ahead of the new season, I would like to think all of those 3 team leaders will be here next season. We know Cochrane's leaving. Goss, I think, has saved himself, but Bishop, McPherson, they should all be here as well. So we've got a good core group of leaders there that should be around. We'll do the team meeting off of camera. We have a lot to work on, a lot of weaknesses to work on ahead of the new season. And of course, as I say, it will be a summer transfer special next episode. But I don't think, we're not quite as bad as that, are we? It certainly doesn't feel like it. The season injury, Marshall with his virus missed 43% of the season, and he won the Golden Cross. A little bit of consolation for him after, I'm sure he feels terrible and not very nice having been sick for so long. We have the choice of where we go for a pre-season camp. Let's go to Australia. Let's have a bit of a homecoming. It's going to cost us a fortune, but let's do it anyway. We have got, that's from the Hibs game, and Watson, who is out on loan and will be back for next season, and we'll make a decision as to what we do with him over the summer, I think. So that brings us back to the goal of the season, doesn't it? Now, the way this works, actually, no. The other thing we've got to do is have a look at the squad. We can see most appearances there. If you want to have a bit of a longer look, just give it all a quick pause. But the goalkeeper, Bernard Omar leading the way there. Goals, we know that Omar won the Golden Boot, but very impressive return from McGrath, albeit he was on penalties. Lewitsy and Bishop also getting to double figures this season. Assists, it was McCallum just behind McGrath, Omar and McPherson with their fair share as well. McPherson takes a lot of set pieces, which probably boosted those numbers for him. And in terms of the average rating, well, we had a few guys. We had a good solid number of guys there playing over the top of the 7. Hendry will be leaving us though, and he only played a couple of games in, I would dare say, matches that you would expect him to do well in. So this now brings us to goal of the season. The way this works, very similar. You can see the team of the series so far. The way this works is that, similar to voting for Player of the Year, in the description below there's a link. Click on that, it'll take you through to a straw poll. There will be 4 options for you to vote for. 1 is the Bishop goal that the game gave. 3 others are the ones that I deem worthy of goal of the season. And make sure you vote, and we'll announce the winner early next season. So until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. If you've enjoyed this season, the end of the season, absolutely stunning. 5 wins on the trot in the split. That is very, very impressive. I'm excited for next season. I'm excited to see what we can do this summer. And there's not too much we need to do, but obviously we're not the finished product yet. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting summer, I think. So enjoy goal of the season, and I'll see you next time for a summer transfer special. Take care. Here are our top 4 goals from the 24-25 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.